Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me once again. It's that time of year, isn't it? We've got into February, and the Pakistan Super League ninth edition is due to start. I think, first of all, before we talk about some of the squads and the players that are going to be playing in this edition, I think everybody who's been involved in the Pakistan Super League deserves a pat on the back for making it into the ninth edition. I remember when the tournament was about to start, many people felt that it wouldn't last very long and that maybe after a season or two, it would, drift away and that would be the end of it. But I think every person who's been involved in the Pakistan Super League, who's worked tirelessly and put in a lot of effort to make it the success it is, deserves a lot of credit and a lot of praise. There've been lots of administrators, lots of important people involved in the Pakistan Super League over the years, and of course, different chairmen at the helm. But they all deserve a lot of credit because they've done a lot of hard work for the Pakistan Super League. And as long as the Pakistan Super League keeps producing young talent, good players for Pakistan, I think that's the most important thing. So, as I say, it's the ninth edition, and it's an exciting time, really, because there's a lot of big names involved in the Pakistan Super League this time. The dates are the 17th of February to the 18th of March. So, just over a month, which I think is enough. I think we've all seen the likes of the Big Bash League and other tournaments over the years that have just gone on and on and on. And I think a month is pretty much long enough. Maybe it could be shortened by a few days, make it 4 weeks maximum, but just over a month, which I think is just about right. Keeps the interest levels maintained, and you don't get sick of the same teams playing against each other at the same venues. So let's have a little look at the teams, some of the standout players, and their strengths and weaknesses, really. Let's start with Islamabad United. Interesting change in terms of their coach. Obviously, Azhar Mahmood was the head coach previously. Now they've gone for the very dependable, very knowledgeable former New Zealand cricketer and coach, Mike Hesson. Recently spoke with Mike. Very nice guy, very knowledgeable about cricket, knowledgeable about Pakistani players as well. So, he'll hit the ground running. He's a good choice. He's got, a good head on his shoulders. Azhar Mahmood is still there. And I mean, looking at the squad, a lot of the players there are guys who've been there previously and done well at Islamabad United. What interests me is the signings that they've made, starting with Imad Wasim, who we all know what he's capable of with bat and ball in T20 cricket. Very good signing, I think. And the Shah brothers, the three of them, Naseem, Hunain and Ubaid. Obviously, we've seen a lot of Naseem. We know what he's like and what he's capable of if he's fit. And we've seen Ubaid Shah recently at the Under-19 World Cup. And then you've got Hunain as well, who's also very highly rated. So it's going to be fascinating to see all three brothers at Islamabad United. And then looking through the squad, you've got the core of that squad who played last season for Islamabad United as well. Shadab Khan is obviously there, Azam Khan, Fareem Ashraf, Alex Hales, Colin Munro. So they pick their players, they stick with them. The core of the team is dependable. It's pretty much the same as it has been in the past. Some interesting signings in terms of youngsters, Shamil Hussain, obviously who played in the Under-19 World Cup recently. And then they've signed Heather Ali, who is frustrating, isn't he? I mean, he should be doing a lot better than he has done in recent times. But I think they'll be there or thereabouts, Islamabad. And as I say, Hesson is a very important addition to the setup. Moving on to Karachi Kings, I think first and foremost, Phil Simmons is an interesting choice as head coach. I don't think he's coached that much in T20 cricket, certainly in franchise cricket. He's obviously got a lot of experience in international cricket with Afghanistan, West Indies, Ireland, etc. So it's going to be a big challenge for him at Karachi Kings. Karachi underachievers obviously won the tournament in 2020, but in recent times they've been a bit of a disaster, haven't they? Really struggled. And they've had a bit of a clear out in terms of some of their senior players. Obviously, Imad's gone, Mohammad Amir has gone. And then looking through their squad, you've got Shah Masood as captain. That's an interesting choice as well. Shan is somebody who a lot of people don't think he's made out for T20 cricket, but in the PSL, he tends to do well. We've seen him at Multan Sultans, and he's pretty reliable, dependable. He's obviously now the Test captain. He's captain at Yorkshire, so good head on his shoulders. He'll unite the team, which I think has been part of the issue at Karachi Kings. Arafat Minhas, the under-19 World Cup guy, he did quite well in the recently concluded tournament. All rounder is an exciting choice. And, you've got other guys like Tabrez Shamshi and Shoaib Malik who've played a lot of T20 cricket around the world, and they'll be important cogs in that Karachi Kings wheel. I think James Vince is a good signing. Obviously, Hassan Ali's at Karachi Kings now, having left Islamabad United. So when it comes to experience, there are a number of players who have a lot of experience. I think a lot will depend on how the younger guys perform for Karachi Kings. Just looking at the names there, Vince, Hassan Ali, Shan Masood, Shoaib Malik, Tabrez Shamshi, Mir Hamza, Nawaz, Kyron Pollard. These are standout names in T20 cricket. So when it comes to experience, there's not many more experienced teams than this Karachi Kings lineup. Lahore Qalandars, reigning champions, won it 2 years in a row, haven't they? Can they be the first team that makes it 3 wins in a row? Yeah, I think they can. Looking at the squad, very similar to Islamabad United in terms of retaining that core element of the squad. Looking through the names, they're all familiar names. You've got Sheen Shah, Preeti Harris, Rauf, Rees, Abdullah Shafiq, Zaman Khan, Rashid Khan, who I believe isn't going to be available for this tournament, so he's going to be a huge loss. Fakhar Zaman is there. So, that whole nucleus of the successful Lahore Qalandars team over the last couple of years is still there. But Rashid Khan, he's just, you can't replace a player of that quality, a bowler of that quality. But not only is he a world-class bowler, but he tends to score some valuable runs in T20 cricket as well. Akib Javed is still there. He's the coach. You've got the Rana brothers, Samin Rana, behind the scenes there, pulling all the strings at Lahore Qalandars. So in terms of, solidarity in that squad and continuation, they are the team to beat, really, once again, I think. Rasivan Dusan is a fantastic signing, Rajapaksa as well, Shai Hope. So the overseas choices are very interesting. You've got the likes of Dan Lawrence, who's partially unavailable, but he's another exciting prospect as well. Saibzada Farhan. So they've done well with the draft and the players that they've added to their squad. And it's going to be difficult to beat these guys because having won the tournament twice and knowing what it takes to win a tournament like the Pakistan Super League, when you've done it twice, then that familiarity is there, that confidence is there. You know how to do it. You know how to win the tournament. So they'll definitely be at an advantage. Multan Sultans have opted for a domestic coach, Abdul Rahman. He's somebody who has done a lot of work with domestic teams over the years in Pakistan, knows a lot of the domestic players. Looking at some of the players that they've got this time around, obviously Mohammad Rizwan is there, Iftikhar Ahmed, Kushtil Shah, Osama Mir, Abbas Afridi is there. Ihsanullah, unfortunately, he won't be able to play in this tournament, having suffered an injury recurrence again. Obviously, he had that surgery on his elbow, and he's still suffering from that. They've also lost Reece Topley as well, who hasn't been granted an NOC by the England and Wales Cricket Board. Again, he's another guy who's not 100% fit, so the board have said to him that he needs to rest and recuperate, and then he won't be available for the PSL. And looking at some of the other players, Dahani's an interesting choice. So, Chris Jordan, very experienced guy. He could be valuable at Multan Sultans. He's played in the PSL for a few seasons, so he knows the pitches. He knows how to succeed. Whether they've got the firepower, Malan is there. Whether they've got the firepower to win the tournament, we'll have to wait and see. Peshawar Zalmi, Darren Sami is the head coach now. Sami is Zalmi through and through. He's played. He's been in various other roles as well at the team. And Zilmi are due a good tournament because whilst people say, yeah, they get through to the playoffs, they get through to the last four, they've not won the tournament for a while, and I don't think they've been at their best. Babar Azam, he's going to be the main man really. That the batting will have to revolve around him. Simon Ayub, fantastic young batter. It's going to be very interesting to see how he does in the PSL. A lot of eyes will be on him now. I think previously he was a relatively unknown player, and now he's played for Pakistan. He's played in T20 leagues. He's recently been playing in the BPL. So he hasn't got that surprise element. So, as I say, it's over to you, Simon, because I think if he has a good tournament, then Peshawar's only are going to be tough to beat. Some of the other guys, you've got Mohammad Harris, who we all know what a fantastic cricketer he is. Amir Jamal, who had a great series in Australia, and Kunam Shazad is there as well. He played in that Test match in Australia before he got injured. Hasibullah Khan is a exciting talent as well. So there are a number of players. Mohammad Zishan, the 6'8", 6'9", under 19 pace bowlers in the squad as well. So he's an exciting choice. Shamar Joseph, who recently won the Test match for West Indies against Australia. He's another one who I think Zilmi fans will be looking at to perform well for them. Arshad Iqbal, he's a partial replacement for Kuram Shazad. And Luke Wood is in there as well. He's got a lot of T20 experience around the world. And looking through that Peshawar Zilmi squad, there are a lot of experienced and knowledgeable cricketers when it comes to T20 cricket. Last but not least, Quetta Gladiators. Now, Quetta haven't won it for a while, have they? Interesting choice as head coach, Shane Watson, who we normally see in the commentary box, but this time around, he'll be in that head coach role, replacing Moin Khan, who has been moved upstairs into a different role at Quetta Gladiators by Nadeem Umar. I believe that Safraz Ahmed isn't going to be the captain. Who's going to be their captain? Well, let's see. Riley Russo would be a good choice, I think. Looking at some of the options, other options as captain, there are no standout choices really as the captain for Greater Gladiators in this tournament. I think Russo is the safest bet. He's somebody who's had some fantastic tournaments and innings in the PSL. In addition, you've got Jason Roy, fantastic. Hasaranga, amazing cricketer. And then, Mohammed Amir has moved to Quetta Gladiators as well, having left Karachi Kings. So he'll have a point to prove as well. I'm sure he'll want to do well in the PSL at Quetta Gladiators. Usman Kadir, obviously he was at Multan Sultans. He's played there, and now he's at Quetta Gladiators. Again, Quetta Gladiators, I'm looking at them. I'm thinking Peshawar Zalmi, maybe similar to Multan Sultans. Is that firepower there? Is that all-round strength there that's needed to win this tournament? I'm going to stick my neck out here and say that I think Islamabad United will win the tournament this time around. It'll be a close battle between them and Lahore Qalandars. I think Islamabad United's key players will be Naseem Shah if he's fully fit. If he's not fully fit and doesn't play the whole tournament, then that's going to hamper them a lot. I think Azam Khan's one of the key guys for them as well. Alex Hales, Colin Munro, they can tear any bowling attack apart if they wanted to. I think Lahore Qalandars are still up there. I think Rashid Khan's loss will be huge for them, though. He's such a key player for them. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Islamabad United, closely followed by Lahore Qalandars. Islamabad-Lahore final, I think, on the 18th of March. Just on the PSL, changes that I would like are, I think, the teams that are playing their matches at home have got a distinct advantage over other teams. Doesn't necessarily mean that results happen for them, as we've seen with Karachi Kings, but, teams like Zilmi and Quetta Gladiators who play no matches in their home venues, no matches in front of their home fans, I think they're at a distinct disadvantage in this tournament. I think hopefully at some point in future, or I certainly hope at some point in future, that when the fixtures are rearranged and the tournament is reorganised, then every team plays the other team home and away. I think only then will the tournament be a lot fairer, and I think it'll be a better tournament all round. Thank you very much for watching. Let's hope that it's a exciting tournament. As I said at the start, there are a number of good cricketers, international cricketers, world-class players, some who are new to the PSL, some exciting youngsters, and some household names as well in this tournament. So it should be a fantastic month of cricket, and let's hope that we all enjoy the tournament. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Take care.